I actually was showing Eric that foul on the plane ride home. I was watching the game on the plane, and I mean, it looked to me like he wasn't touching anybody whatsoever. I mean,
Like he stumbled, or maybe Halford caught his knee and he stumbled forward. That was the second foul.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was one where he was on the rebound, was it?
Yeah, he was following.
Yeah, it looked like initially he kind of pushed Wall in the back, but initially the ref didn't call it, and it looked like Eric tried to run back down court, try to back away a little bit, and then the ref got him. So I'm not sure what the call was, but
It looked kind of weak, though, didn't it?
yeah, I mean I can't really comment on the officiating, but
No, but the science of officiating is interesting, isn't it?
it is.
Yep. You figured it out.
No, it's been difficult. I think from game to game, I think each crew calls it differently, and so I think the first 4-6 minutes he's got to try to adjust to see how the crew that's calling the game is officiating, and he's got to adjust to it. That's how the game is part of the game, and he's got to be better at adjusting to it, and just knowing how the refs are going to call it.
Is the adrenaline kind of high for them too at the start of the game? Do you think? And that's kind
for the refs?
Dangerous time, yeah, kind of dangerous time to be out there trying to figure out what they're going to let go and what they're not.
Yeah, I mean, I think like in the Pacific game, it seemed like early on, it seemed like they're calling everything. At least on them, and then once the full game started getting going, it seemed like they were calling nothing. So it just maybe the refs are maybe they're high on adrenaline, and then once the game gets going, they stop calling things. I don't know. It's just something we got to adjust to, and it's part of the game.
Nate, is there a mystique about Gonzaga that other schools in the league don't have?
Well, I just think, I mean, they're ever since we've been in the conference, they've dominated them in St. Mary's, and so I mean, the last 2 years they've lost one league game so far, Portland, and so yeah, they're coming in with obviously a lot of confidence, and they're a team that expects to win because they go to the tournament every year, they win a lot of games every year, and they dominate this conference.
Did you guys look much at that Portland film to see what they did to beat Gonzaga?
Not really. I mean, we watched like the players and like that, but I think Portland just had just played them tough. They played good defense, and I think the key to Gonzaga, you can't allow them to shoot the ball well from the three. You got to out rebound them, and then you just got to beat them to all the loose balls, all the 50-50 balls.
And what would a win over Gonzaga mean for you guys?
It just mean that we're still going in the right direction. That we're still our team's getting better and better every game. I think after playing Gonzaga last time, I think we see that they're a beatable team. Obviously, they're a very, very good team, but they're beatable, and so we just gotta. I think, if we can get the win, it just shows that our teams, our program's still heading in the right direction. That we're getting better every night.
What are the challenges for you and Luke or Eric when they're trying to get Pangos or those guards free as far as running around a lot of screens?
We just gotta, sometimes we gotta show a little bit longer. Gotta stay on the screens a little bit longer, and then we have to hustle back to our guys and stop the rolls, stop the pick and pops, things like that. It's just on defense we gotta be constantly moving, being active the whole time. But it's just, with Pangos or with Dranginis or whoever it is, we just gotta stay a step longer so they can't get a three off and then hustle back.
So do you say they force you guys to do things defensively that maybe other teams don't, like you change your rules a little bit?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think each team, like with San Diego, they have Johnny D, or you have guys from Santa Clara who have good shooters that sometimes will stay a step longer. So their best 3-point shooters can't get shots off, and so it's just from game to game. If guys are are really good at coming off screens and shooting the ball, then we'll stay a step longer or something like that.
Nate, Eric got a little carried away at the end against St. Mary's. Has anything been said about that type of gesture, the choke gesture or anything like that?
Yeah, we're just telling him to just be smart. Obviously, he's young, do things like that. But we just tell him to be smart and just play the game and leave that stuff to the fans or whatever.
When you get to a big game like tomorrow, emotion can sometimes play a factor, and it's a benefit being in front of your home guys. But how do you make sure the emotion is harnessed and able to use it to your advantage to play better basketball as opposed to maybe getting caught up in that type of thing?
Well, yeah, I think it mainly just falls on the guys who've been here for a while, just to make sure the younger guys are understand it. That if you get lots of emotion, just make sure that it's fueling you to play hard, fueling you to play with more energy and things like that, and not being a distraction for things off the court.
The two big guys they've got, are they pretty interchangeable as far as what you guys have to do to guard them, or how do they use them?
You're talking about Karnowski and Dower?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Dower's a lot better at stepping out and shooting. Karnowski's not a great pick and pop guy. He's more of just a 5-6 feet and in, but he's really good at going either shoulder, either hand into the post. Both guys are. Obviously they're both great at finishing down low, but I think Dower's he's a little more versatile when it comes to picking and popping or shooting a three or stepping back, things like that.